Monday mobility session. Next block starting. Let's start off standing tall, reaching up, tall as you can. Let's stick our hips forward, lean back, coming up, wrapping your toes, slowly coming down, and then rolling one vertebrae at a time all the way to the ground. I'm going to walk forwards and bring our knees to the ground. Stretching out in child's pose. Couple of deep breaths. Reach those hands forward. Right, and we're pushing our lower back up, rolling forward, bringing our hips forwards. Stretch. Then pushing back again into child's pose. Pushing your lower back up, arching forwards, rolling all the way forwards, and arching backwards. One more time. Forwards, pushing the lower back up, forwards. Alright, next step, coming onto all fours. To lift up our knee and do some circles on one side, and then we're going to go reverse. And bend it in on the other side. And keep those hips flat, so it's just the knee lifting and the hips doing circles. Around the other direction. First leg, do it as fast or as slow as you feel comfortable doing. Try and brace and hold through your core, so feel that engagement. Just try and keep your back as still as possible. The direction. And switch sides. And other direction. We're going to push back into down dog. Let's curl those toes under. Push back. Lift those hips as high as you can. And we're just going to stretch, alternating, heel down. 10 more of those. Hook your hands in a bit more if you want it a bit tighter. Alright, and you're going to lift those heels up, soften those knees, and that chest as close to your thighs as possible. You're going to try and drop those heels. Stretch through your calves, then, best you can, and do those same hip circles that we did before on the ground. And around the other direction. Other side. Lift those hips, soften those knees, bring that chest. And we'll do that again. Drop those heels. Feel that stretch there, best you can. Straighten out the legs as far as you can. And do our circles. Other direction. Stay strong through your shoulders, try and keep your ears in line with your arms. other side. And reverse. Right, next set. Right, so going from down dog, we're going to walk our feet forwards to our hands. You're taking that stretch there through the backs of your legs. You're going to turn your toes outwards and try and squat down as far as you can, keeping your heels on the ground. And really stick that chest out. Shoulders back. And put your hands on the ground. Turn your feet straight again. Lift your hips. Stretching out behind your legs. And do it again. Turn those feet out. Squat down as far as you can. Keeping those heels on the ground. Chest out. Shoulders back. And feet on the ground. Feet straight. Straighten those legs as much as possible. Do that one more time. Bring your toes outwards. Come back down. Try and sit back on your heels as far as you can. Come up as upright as you can. Right, hands down, feet straight. Coming on up. Right, we're going to come down on all fours. Now we're going to do some pad circles. So for this, you're kind of doing circles. So imagine the circle on the pad of your hand. You're going along the end of your fingers, around past your wrist, round. Just imagine, so we'll do both hands at a time if you can. So we're doing external circles. Just trying to stretch those wrists. And then we'll go internal, try the other direction. Right, then from here we're going to do some scapular push-ups. So this is your arms stay straight. We're getting those upper back coming up and down. Just gets those shoulder blades moving freely. Right, and then same position. And here we're turning those arms forward and out. Just trying to get those shoulders moving quickly. Next one we're doing is our animal beast march. So easiest is staying on your both knees, and we're going to try and lift opposite arm and leg. And they stay straight, so it's kind of like that scapular push-up. You're doing like this. We're going up, up, up. It's just your hip and your shoulder moving. Push, trying to push that hip with thigh bone going up into the hip. Now if you're ready for trying this advanced, you curl your toes under. See if I can do this. Your knees just hovering off the ground, and we'll do the same. Down dog to squat, hips going up and down. Pushing down, bending down, and up, and down. So stretching through our back. Push back, coming down, then we're stretching out our hamstrings. So we come up, and push back, squat those hips down, lift up, shift forwards, push back, drop down, lift up, lying on her back, back pushed into the ground, knees at tabletop, toes come. We are just crunching up and down. Feeling the ribs shortening. 18. Alright, now we're going to do it with our feet. So keeping your back pushed into the ground, 2 feet tapping down to the ground. 2, 3. So don't let that back lift is the key with this. Breathing out as you come down and as you come up. 19. Alright, so this time as you drop your feet down, you're going to crunch up off it. So reach your hands forward, feet come down, you crunch up and down. We try this opposite way. So feet go down, we all crunch up. I like it this way. So all come down, keep that back in the ground, all crunch up, back down. Making it harder is just not resting and keeping it continuous. Right, shoulder jiggles to a harder one. Drop to the knees. Knees to side and do a little circles with a knee. Come back to centre. Right. So first up we're just dropping our knees from side to side. This time we're going to drop to the side. We're going to do a little circle with our knees. Come back up. To the other side, circle, about the size of a soccer ball. And back up. Drop. Circle. Right, let's try a clockwise and an anti-clockwise. Back up. Clockwise, anti-clockwise, back up, do one more each side. Right, we're going to do crunch up, reach your legs out and down. So as you keep reaching out, drop them as far as you can, keeping that back on the ground. Two legs at once is too hard, just push out one leg. As many as you can. And make it harder, don't let this knee come closer than 90 degrees. Right. Roll over into plank. Tip your knees to the ground. Right, so you do your plank on either straight arms or on your forearms. And start off just by tapping our knees to the ground. and do this on your knees. Come forwards as far as you can. You can do it the opposite way. Alright, then you're going to stay in plank. We're going to reach opposite arm and opposite leg sideways. So come up in your plank, either on your toes or your knees. And reach out opposite arm and leg. So do this on straight arms or on your forearms. Try and keep your hips flat. Bum in line with your shoulders. You're feeling it. 16s if you're doing this on your knees. Just going out like that. And 20. Right, you can slow it down to make it a bit harder as well. Alright, now hit a band series here. Alright, so you're going to stand on your band, take it under your feet, handles in your hand, and I want you to bend over and lift those arms as high as you can, and come on up. Start with 10 of these. Hamstring stretch. Flat back, where your shoulders work. This is working your core as well. So arms are lifting, you should feel that stomach working. 10. Alright, now this time, you're going to come up, lift it as high as you can, do a couple of little pulses. I want you to try and bring it all the way around to the front and down here. Stand up. Come on down. Lift it as high as you can. Do 2 to 5 pulses. Bring it all the way around and back down to your thighs. Stand up. Good. Down. Lift, pulses, round. Feel a little working. Lift, down. I'm just going to do 10 of these. Soften those knees a little bit. Just take your time doing them, no hurry. And 10. This way. Alright, so this one you're going to come down on your knees. You're going to fold your band in half so you can hold it shoulder width. Up there, we're going to come up on our knees and we're going to pull one in, take it out, pull one in, take it out, just together. Keep those elbows at shoulder height. If that gives you any pain, try taking elbows lower. You can do it body weight. You can do this with a mini band around your 4 hands. Alright, this time you're going to pull it back. You can do some pulses. 3 pulses, bring it forward, back, 3, back 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. Another 10 per side. Forwards, bring 2 palms up, thumbs up, lift as high as you can. Right, while you're up here, you're going to do 5 little pulses, coming as high as you can. And then you're going to turn your palms up and bring them down to your chest, down to your palms, sorry. Back up again, turn your palms down. Come rest. Now advanced is not to come down and rest and hold yourself up the whole time and do 5, 10 of these. And come down, up, let's do 5 pulses. 5 pulses, it's too much. Just do 2. 2, 1, 2, 4, 5. Let's go down. Back, 1, 2, 3, 5, back, forwards, scoot back, forwards, scoot back, forwards, Right, so you're going to do at least 10 of those. Okay, next we're going on into animal crawls. I'm sure you guys will love. Animal crawls just gets everything moving. So first one we're going to do is your crab walk, low bear walk, and high bear walk. Position. So come over backwards, lift those hips as high as you can, and walk length of your mat. And right, see if you can do 3 of them. If you can't do 3, let's do what you can. Lift those hips off the ground. If you can, rest at the end if you need to. Your wrists can be facing in the direction. 3. Right, so you can build on that. See if you can do a 4th one. Right, next one we're going to do is bear crawl with high hips. So we're going to take opposite hand, opposite knee, stepping forwards, step forwards, and backwards. 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1 more. 2. So if that's a struggle, just do whatever you can. Falling is fine. Right, so this time I'm going to do it with your bum has to stay same height as your shoulders. Get that bum low. Loads up the quads a lot more. 1. Stick your chest out. Try to get your head in line with your shoulders. Don't let your head drop. Staying down. 1 more. And rest there. Right, do another set through of that if time allows. Right, yes on triceps and glutes. going to start off doing crab position, lifting hips up and down. So if your wrists don't like it like this, try it on your forearms or just back on your shoulders and do glute bridges. You put a strength bag under your elbows, so you're up a bit higher. It's another option. Or under your shoulders to get them a bit higher. So you go up and down with the hips. As you can get those. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, then we're going to do triceps. Palms that way, elbows going back. Lift your hips. 2, 3. Easier, keeping your hips on the ground. 8, 9, and 10. Alright, next one what we're going to do is we're taking our hips from our wrists to our heels. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You could do that on a bench instead. If that's easier for you, sitting up on a bench. See if that takes some pressure off. And do that same motion. Right, the next one is going from a glute bridge. So lifting your hips up, to bring it down there. Up. And then try it on the bench. A little bit higher. Just do glute bridges and single leg glute bridges. 8, 9, 10. Right, drink. Christmas step ups. Balance on one leg. Do a calf raise. Back to your knees. Do it on the side. Right, so here. Engage your core, push up through your foot, standing tall. Now, you can try coming up on your toes. And coming back down again. Try it on the other leg. Right, I find curling my toes up underneath on the back one helps. So again, really engage through the core, push through that foot, stand tall. You can come up on your toes, so it feels a bit easier for me. Coming down and back to here. Switch and do it on the other side. So those whose knees are giving them grief, we'll just go from this position and do it up in here. Okay, or have a stick or a wall for a bit of support as you're doing it. And just go down as deep as you can. Okay, so that's alternatives. Your knees don't allow you to get all the way down like this. Right, so tailbone under, push up, feel that core, knee balance, up on your toes. Won't watch myself in the video, it makes it harder. There we go. Down. Down, stretch, come under, engage, push through, rise, toes, down, 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 engage, push through, up, down, stretch back. And easier is just doing it on knee, thumb on the heel, reaching back. Harder, coming up full extension. And reaching back and trying to twist that spine. And 10. Have anything else to that? Hip stretch, step one foot on to the side, sit into it. So just working on hip circles, just taking your foot to your side, and sit on that hip, just some nice hip circles, roll over, spin out to the side. So we can rock over first up tall, and try sitting down on that heel, sprawled around some circles. Coming up, come back up, do that once more each side, rock on over, sit down, roll, just getting things moving in the opposite direction. Side. Sit down. Other way. Here, I'm going to do the same coming forwards. Tucking under, coming forwards. Just going to do some circles up here. Direction. Back. Sitting back on the heel. Stretch your legs. Forwards. Forwards. Circles. Sit back, stretch through that, do that once more each side. Now switch your knees, forwards, stretch, away, back. Feel that stretch. Coming up, stretch it. Forwards. This. Step back. Now, right, now this next one is some 90-90 stuff. So we're going to come into our beast mode position, so on all fours, curl your toes under, hips just under. And here, we want to kick that knee forwards and come up like this. We're going to reach forwards, come on up, and bring that leg back under. We'll do the other side. And bring that knee through like this, drop, reach forwards, come back up, and back to here. So if you want to take this to the next level, you can do this with no hand. Just kick through, bend forwards, try and get more and more to your centre line each time. Back to this position, step forwards. Yeah. seem to work. Alright, now this time through, go through here, reach forwards. We'll try a different position each time you bend forwards. Now we're going to do our window wipers. Taking your knees from side to side. Bounce, you're going to do this, no hands. Easier, use your hands behind you. Right, back, step up, kicks it through, and the same on this side, and forwards. Do that stretch. Up and down window wipers, hands on the ground or hands raised. Here, it's down, coming on through. So just try and get our spine and everything moving and rotating, getting comfortable with moving. So feet stay put, and it's just your knees moving from side to side. And the more you can keep your torso still, the better too. Working on that internal rotation of your knees. Flip on over. One more on this side. We've got one more thing, and then stretches. And back to here. Right, now we're going to use that beast mode again. Beast mode to press up, pushing back to heels, drop hips back to side to side. That's all we do with that one. Alright, so up on all fours, knees just off the ground, and beast mode, pushing back onto your heels, coming forwards, doing a press up, coming up, dropping your hip from side to side, okay? So pushing back, coming forwards, press up, try and get that nose just above your fingertips if you can, drop your hips from side to side, push back, press up, doesn't matter if your knees drop to the ground, side to side, push back, press up,